The world we live in is a place full of wisdom and wonder, fascination and foresight, mystery and magic. Each and every person has their way of interpreting and experiencing all of these aspects of life, making us uniquely our own. Throughout my life thus far, I've realized that we endure religious chapters over our lifetimes. With each individual's path being particular to them, there's a surplus of knowledge we need to share with each other in order to expand religious diversity. California possesses all the components of religious education and background to help us reach the common goal of a religiously divergent state. California pluralism provides opportunities for everyone to progress their own spiritual adventure.
I was exposed to religion at an early age. I was baptized Catholic shortly after I was born. For most of my young life, I was taught to simply believe in God because He was the creator of all. My parents were both Catholic, however, the most church-related activities we ever participated in were holidays like Easter and Christmas. This seemed normal because everyone around me believed the same thing, as my community was predominantly white and Christian. As I matured, I realized I knew very little about Catholicism, let alone any other religions. My immediate life didn't provide nearly enough information about any other religions or anything that they had to do with. I naively lumped all of Christianity into a single category without understanding the thousands of differences that make each branch unique. When I entered high school, I began going to youth group activities with friends at our local Christian church because I wanted to learn more and gain a better understanding of what religion is in general. Soon enough, I was going every Wednesday and Sunday as well as summer camp for a week. I loved the people I was meeting and I resonated with the overall beliefs of Christianity. Now as a college undergraduate in a general education religion and dialogue class, I've learned that I've still only scratched the surface of what religion really looks like. My mind has been exposed to a variety of religious practices and beliefs I didn't even know existed, but make up such a large part of California's diversity. This inspired me to interview my peers of all different religious identities and see how they live out their lives daily, as well as how it's changed since they've been in college. I wanted to know how they described their own religion, as well as the other thousands that exist in California today.
My name is John Hickman.
I'm Lena.
My name is Rachel.
My name is Faith.
I'm Alexandra Johnson.
I was raised Christian.
I identify as a Lutheran, which falls under the Christian umbrella of religions.
I'm atheist.
I practice Shintoism and Catholicism.
I'm agnostic.
We went to church every Sunday, had some friends from church, and we always had holidays like Easter and Christmas.
When I grew up, I was confirmed into the Lutheran church, so a lot of times I would go to youth group once a week.
I do mindfulness. I do yoga every morning and I do meditation practices sometimes too.
Don't practice them to a full extent. For Catholicism, I'm baptized and I had my first communion and I'm going through the next stage and we go to church when I can. And then Shinto-wise, we do kind of practice it in regards to the kami and certain things here and there.
I grew up, I would say, decently exposed to religion. My dad's family was very religious. My mom's side was very religious too, and I just realized that it's not for me.
There was more of a change at the beginning of high school of seeing how much bigger the world is than just your parents' perspective.
It really taught me a lot about diversity and inclusion because they taught you to love others the way that you want to be loved and regardless of anyone's religious, racial, or sexual identity.
I actually think it's really interesting to learn about other people's religion. I respect everybody else's religion. I believe in different parts of lots of different religions, but I don't identify with one, and I don't really identify with the part that there's a higher power.
Of course I'm open to them because it's interesting to know different people's views of the religion and how deep they are.
I do try to be open towards religion, but I will admit that I have a bias because I grew up hearing that it's not good from other people, the people around me.
It really affected how my parents raised me.
I'm open to everyone's ideas and respect what everyone has to say because as long as people are nice, I feel it doesn't matter what you believe. As a lot of times my pastor would be the Bible says this, but that was written hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
My mom's actually Christian and my dad's family was all Jewish, so I have definitely had experience with it and got different pieces of all of them.
I'd say I know a good amount of the basics and stuff like that. So I'd say I'm pretty well diverse in like the 101 of a lot of religions, but I obviously don't know the deep practices.
I'm a very open person.
I like the stuff on the news, and so it's very bipolar. I've talked to Muslim people before, and I was like, I still believe what I believe, but I'm also not going to press what I believe on you if you already have beliefs. Yeah, I'll respect that the way you should respect the way I feel about it.
And like they never wanted to like press your religion on anyone, but like it was the type of thing where anyone was welcome to come into our church. It was very like inclusive, but not like demanding.
Parents and grandparents are very religious, but their kids are kind of not becoming religious, and like this is the generation of the dying religion. It's part of like your identity. Some people really strongly view it as their identity, and some people don't.
I'm accepting the fact that I don't know that there is a higher power. I would hear a lot about religion in the media, which heavily influenced my view too. Like, you shouldn't need religion to be a good person. That's what I believe.
From interviewing my peers of all types of religious backgrounds, I realized most of our immediate lives do not provide enough information about religious diversity. We are the most religiously diverse state, yet no one knows much about any of them. In some cases, they don't even know much about their own. My biggest takeaway from this class as well as this project is that there must be a better way to be educated in this aspect. There is plenty of diversity all around us, we just don't know it because we aren't having the interreligious conversations we need to be having. I hope through my conversations I've opened the minds of others as well as my own to make an effort in regards to understanding religious diversity. Ultimately, I intend to challenge myself to spark interreligious dialogue so my knowledge as well as my empathy continues to flourish.